right, party people, welcome back to Lumens and light fixtures. So we are now going to be looking at slide number 11 on your project proposal, and I'm going to walk you through how to calculate lumens and wattage for your restaurants. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is in Floor Planner, there is a place where you can see all of the items in your design, and this is going to give you the quantity of all of your stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and just write out these steps for you. So you're going to go to the project menu. All right, so in the project menu, this is the menu bar on the left side. It's the top one. It has a little carpenter square. So you're going to click on the project menu. All right, and then in the project menu, you're going to scroll down and click items in design. Okay. So when you're there, so if you're on your Chromebook, you're gonna have to scroll down a little bit. It's got like a little armchair icon, so click that, and then it's gonna pop up a new menu. Once you get to that menu, you're gonna click download product list. It's not gonna, no, I definitely just tried to spell project, product, LOL, list. There you go. And then it will give you a pop-up window. So in this window, you're going to select lights only. All right, so this will give you all of the lights in your entire project. Okay, so once you do this, it's going to just give you a short list of all of the light fixtures or lighting decor in your project. So a couple of things. If you have light fixtures outside on your outdoor patio that you do not have inside, you do not need to include them on the list that we're about to do. If you have the same light fixtures inside and outside, you will have to figure out how many of those you have outside, because they're not going to count towards your lumen requirement because we're only doing indoor lighting. Okay. So if you need to hear that again, go ahead and rewind the video. But what we're going to do now, so once you've got all this information, and whatever you get to at this point, the names of those items are going to go in this section here. Okay, so I went ahead and put two of mine already in our little chart. So I have my OLED 90-inch chandelier, and then I have my Cora ceiling lamp. So I'm going to show you two different examples of how to calculate this. All right, so first thing is we are going to identify what the lights are called and where they are located. So I went ahead and did this just for sake of time. So wherever they are located, go ahead and spend some time, type that stuff into your boxes. Okay, then you have to figure out the number of light bulbs in your fixture. Okay, so for example, this first one that I'm looking at, it is a chandelier with one light bulb, but it's like a really big, like round kind of funky shape. And so there's still only one light bulb, but I went ahead and just decided that I was just gonna have there be one in there. Okay. As long as you like make an educated decision about how many light bulbs you have, I'm not going to come for you. Okay. But so for this one, there's one light bulb. Okay. I know that because of where this light fixture is, I want it to be dimmable. So we know based on our notes and our slides, if you need to refer to those, make sure to scroll up a little bit on the unit at a glance, and it'll be in the lighting section. But we know that halogen bulbs are dimmable bulbs because of the halogen gas and all that kind of stuff. We know for a fact that they are able to be dimmable. And so I went ahead and said, okay, I want these light fixtures to be dimmable, so I'm going to make them halogen bulbs. And so I only have one light bulb in my light fixture. And so I'm going to use a halogen bulb. So I'm going to look at that row on our wattage chart. So again, if you don't have the physical paper with you, you can look at it on Canvas under the student resource module. So under the halogen column, I'm going to go ahead and use a 150 watt bulb. Okay, so what I know is that a 150 watt bulb produces, and let me pull up I don't want to lie to you. It produces how many lumens? I don't remember. I'm sorry, you can fast forward to this part. My bad. I'll try to cut it out, but no promises that I'll get there today. Lighting. I promise it is here. I have it. I'm sorry. Okay, so lighting. All right, so my halogen bulb with 150 watts produces 2,600 lumens. So let me go ahead and write this down here just so you can see how I'm doing this math. So one halogen 150 watt bulb equals 2,600 lumens. Okay, so we're going to come back to this in a second. So we know that there's one light bulb, and so that means that there's 1 multiplied by the number of watts, and so that means that I have 1 times the wattage, which is down here, equals 150 watts per fixture. Okay, so right now I'm going to show you an example of a light fixture with 1 bulb. In the next video, I'll show you an example of a light fixture with multiple bulbs. Okay, so I know that I have 1 light bulb that produces 150 watts. And now I have to see how many fixtures, how many of these chandeliers do I have in my restaurant. So I have 4 of them. Okay, so I'm going to take 4 and multiply it by 150. Okay, so to get my wattage, my total wattage used. Okay, so I know 4 times 150 is 600 watts. So this is the number of fixtures. Okay, all right, so I have 150 watts and I have 4 chandeliers, so that gives me 600 watts. So that's how I got this number up here. All right, so now the last thing we need to do is figure out how many lumens. All right, so we don't need this part anymore. Or actually, I'm going to leave that there just so you have it. We're just going to erase this part. Okay, but now we're going to look over here at lumens. So we have 150 watts per fixture, and so, or per bulb per fixture. So now what we're going to do is we're going to multiply this sky, because this is how many lumens 1 of these lamps produces, and I have 4 of these chandeliers. Okay, so 2,600 multiplied by 4 is not math that I can do in my head. So, and my math was correct. So 10,400 lumens. Okay, so once again, this is the number of fixtures that we have. Okay, so that's how I got this number up here, 10,400. Okay, so this is how you calculate the wattage, the lumens, all this stuff for a fixture with 1 bulb. All right, in the next video, I'll walk you through how to do it with multiple bulbs.